Hey guys, Fuchsia here. So today we're going to play Evo Forest. So this is that I wasn't aware existed. So basically, what you do is, from what I can tell, you play board with cards like Goblin Queen and Intertwined Resolve, what's her name? Mim Lamel, and cards like those, and like Fairy Assault, and like Fairy Dragon, Phantasmal Fairy Dragon, abusing it for evolves. So you basically do that, and you power up your Twayans, and then like at the end, in the end, like you'll be able to buff your board and go face with the board and like deal damage with the Twayan. So this is a deck like the shell of this deck is provided by Ziggurd, a content creator. I'll provide a link to the video description, but like I tweaked it a bit since I didn't have a third Intertwined Resolve. I added a Fluffy Angel just for some aggro control. But yeah, this is actually pretty fun. I'm not sure if I'm playing it correctly, but I get some wins, so I guess so. But yeah, it's really fun. The weakness of this deck is that it doesn't have like a clear burst win con. Like it has this that can deal 6 damage, and it has Wind Fairy that can deal 6 damage as well. But sometimes that's just not enough in this kind of meta. So sometimes you do get like control into Oblivion, even though you're a control deck too. And sometimes you just don't draw Twayan, and that's a huge problem at times. But yeah, overall it's a pretty nice deck, and I hope you enjoy watching the content, watching the games I played as much as I played them. So yeah, enjoy. Alright, so first match I wanted to show was against Havencraft. So I recorded this on like the GP, by the way, and the GP is they have like a really cool background. Maybe it's a reference to something in Grand Blue Fantasy. Not quite sure. So I keep the Twayan here because I really want her in hand for taking down the her effects, her Skybound art and Super Skybound art effects. I'm fine with playing the Xeno Sagittarius first because we're going to draw a lot. Because we're going first, we need to draw a lot, and also it fuels the Fairy Dragon because it's a 1 play point card. So here I just play the Kokoro. Drawing more cards. Intertwined Resolve. This is actually a pretty good card because you can combo it, and it's a free, and it's a not a free removal, but like a good an okay removal, as well as summoning 2 fairies that powers up the dragon. So yeah, I only run 2 of it, but you might want to run 3 of it. I'm just playing this because it's an empty board. And here they play this thing, which basically, I hit it once and then I play this. Fairy Assault. This looks like not a very good card to use on the floor, but it's actually pretty good. Simply because it's like an instant fuel for an instant proc for your fairy. Like basically, if you play it once and you have like a Sagittarius or like another fairy generator once, like it's basically like a free proc for the dragon if you ever get it. And here we see this quite large ward. Fortunately, we do have this. Mim Lamel. Yeah, that's how you say it. So the Mim Lamel, if you play 2 cards, it summons this thing, which is actually pretty good because it has 4 attacks, so it kills a lot of things, especially if you evo it. We don't have to deal with the effect of this. And it also increases the defense to your Mim Lamel itself, which can be very useful. Here you see Ward Haven, I think, being Ward Haven. Basically just warding up. Leaving our 1/1. So this is the thing I find most interesting about this deck. Because you play a lot of 1/1s, like because one, this is not an extremely common deck in my experience, and also like you run a lot of 1/1s and 1/2s. People don't actually think to like a lot of people don't think to remove that. they basically just what they do is like they basically leave the 1/1s and 1/2s alone, and that's usually where you get the Toy and Burst from. It's actually very interesting. So here I just leave them because I'm trading into this. Why? You know, let them trade into us. They basically evo this, try to preserve it, and then they do something weird here. They play 2 Sophinas, which makes me feel odd. Like, who runs this? You know? It does have 10 defense though, but no problem. Cheetah here. So usually a lot of the time in other decks you play Gon and Cheetah as basically the Grand version, because that usually draws you cards, which you definitely want, and it also clears 2 followers, because rarely does a follower have more than 5 health. But in this deck, I feel like you play Cheetah a lot more than you anticipate, simply because your hand size is usually quite large, and also like in my experience, you're facing a lot less like white boards just because of how many removals you have. Anyways, playing the Skypen art, it feels kind of like an Ektar, because it is kind of an Ektar. Plus 2 attack to everything. And here they can't really do anything, so they succeed. Easy game. What deck is this anyways? It's quite a weird deck. Alright, next deck I wanted to show. Next deck. Brain fuzz. Next game I wanted to show is against Shadowcraft, and I wanted to show this game simply because it's very close and very interesting, in my opinion. So there's quite a few builds of Shadow right now, and that makes it honestly really hard to like mulligan against Shadow, because sometimes it's aggro, sometimes it's control-y, sometimes it's mid-range board oriented, and sometimes it's just like Vasaraga. So this is actually quite hard for me. Fortunately, they do skip their turn 2 again, which kind of strikes me as odd at first, like what Shadow player skips turn 2? But I'm fine with it, you know, I keep playing my cards. On turn 3, they play nothing again, which is again very odd for a Shadow player. But I think whatever, you know, I'll just spam the board and take advantage of it. This isn't really a threatening board, but like, you know. So here they play an embedment of Kaidas, and I instantly knew this is the control barrier right Shadow. the one that takes advantage of like reanimating Scion of Desire again and again, and also the skull one that heals you for 5 and kills 2 followers, in order to keep controlling you until you basically run out of resources. So yeah, knowing that, I just ramped up my aggression just to try and kill them before they get to control me to death. But here they play a Jack Shovel, which is not that scary. They're on 12 HP. I'm feeling pretty okay. I have a Twayan in hand. I have a Fansal Small Player Dragon in hand. So I'm not exactly concerned, but I still need to kind of remove this. So I just sacrificed the Stumby to the Bane because it has 1 HP anyways. And of course, our favorite card, Goblin Queen. Turning this Goblin to Goblin King, and then just trading and going face, because like I didn't see the point of trading this in. But yeah, here we go. The first Archangel of Evocation. So basically what they did was heal and add an additional 5 max HP to themselves, which is crazy. This is more crazy. they actually played they actually played this, which basically revived this, which is the game plan, which is why this deck is really funny. I might try this deck one day. But yeah, we still have 90 HP, so I'm fine with trying to go aggressive here. That's why I just played the Lionel and Red Face. That's it. They played the Philosopher of Death, which seems like not a great card, especially at Crystallize. But actually, with this specific build, it's actually quite scary, because they can keep evolving Archangel of Evocation so that it keeps healing them and keeps adding to their maximum health. Look at this, it's 25 health and it's not even full health. So it becomes a bit scary, but I don't just give up here and there. Like, first I play this, and then so the Twayans get really low. And one fairy survives, which is good. The thing with the situation right now is I'm feeling a bit more confident because they don't have too many cards in their hand. But you can see here, another Reanimate 4. Just in order to summon Design and Desire. And they're like evolving this probably to get the shadows. But look at this, 30 HP. Quite daunting. But you know me, I don't give up. So here's what I do. Just play another Lionel. Just because he's so huge. And like these are like weenies, and I didn't see a threat coming our way just yet. Just for extra measure, I play the fairy dragon here. That's because I didn't have any more fairies in hand, so like might as well pull the trigger here. Might have wanted to like usually another consideration of playing fairy dragon would be to like bounce him so you get more like so you get more value out of him from the Evo. But in this case, like honestly, the Twayans are like already so low that I don't really care. And here we see again that combo all over again, and now they have 35 HP. Like bro, chill, calm down. 35 HP and the healed for 0. But yeah, I have 2 Twayans in hand and a Sagittarius. I wasn't extremely worried. Well, that's why I was kind of worried, but at the same time, this is a really interesting game, so I just wanted to continue playing it. And here you can see the power of Twayan. Not only does she buff, but she also deals damage to attack, which at first I didn't realize, but also deals it to face. So wow, so scary, 29 defense. Now here comes the cavalry. Deathbringer. Oh my god, when I was playing this game, I was thinking, will I play this game for an hour? Because that's what it felt like. But of course, I didn't just give up, of course. Now here's what I was saying earlier. I had like 9 cards in hand, and Jita was like playing Gran was like useless there. I'd rather play Jita. So here we just make another board and prepping basically. This might have been a mistake. Okay, this might have been a mistake because we might have been able to Deepwood and then play Xeno Sagittarius into Wind Fairy. That would have been better, I think. But you know, I didn't think of it that much at this point. But yeah, they didn't get to Evo that this time, and they didn't get to actually heal again. So I just did this. Remove the entire board. Because at first I was thinking about Twayan, but then like it's not lethal. Of course it's not lethal. There's still at 35. I decided to just make another board. Like focus on keep a constant supply of board, so I can keep pressuring him. And like this way, we burn through his HP a lot because this deals 6 damage. Okay, the Demonic Precision that doesn't proc the Angel, thankfully. And here we see they get pretty lucky. At the same time, not really lucky. But here, just play the the Grand this time, I think. Mostly because I wanted the Twayan to have a target. I wanted to play the Jita, but the Twayan needs a target to deal face damage, so. here we see, not only does that 5 face damage, that's like 10 face damage, that's 4 face damage, and suddenly their 35 HP dwindles down to 5. And we still have 6 damage from the Wind Fairy, and we still have to try in. And we should have kept this against Xenosecretariat in case we need the Deep Blue Wolf. But yeah, in this case, the effect of Neon activates, and they save themselves kind of by making all of our followers can't attack. But fortunately, we do have a lot of like 6 attack followers here, so I just go face and win. But that was a very intense game. We burned through 35 HP. It's pretty insane, so. Alright, final game I wanted to show. It's a Forestcraft mirror. But we are not playing the same Forestcraft. And we were once again going second. Here we see all our cards. What I've learned is that you really want to weigh in your hand, so I just like a lot of like Evo decks like Portal 2. I just hard move for the Eternal basically. And here we know that they're not playing the same deck because they're playing Water. That means they're playing Accelerate Forest, which I think is the premier Forest deck right now. And it's also making out Surface because, well, they can pop off and just destroy us basically with storms. But yeah, keeping calm here. They get another one. They go phase. There's the Twayan. Very happy about that. And I just played the Mim Lamella for 2 because like we need to contest board here. And then sorry. Oh my god, something got me right there. Professional recording, by the way. Anyways, here they see a very cool combo where the steed appears and then it also procs the water. I've seen that combo a couple of times. It's still pretty cool. Anyways, since we have Goblin Queen on 4, I decided to just play Elf Queen anyways, and then trade with the 1/1 because it's favorable. They decide to not suicide that, which is fair enough. They still play it though, with the Kokoro this time. And trade in, because we'll probably trade in anyway, so I guess that makes sense. We do play the Goblin Queen here though. Very strong card, especially in this deck, definitely. But yeah, just evolve the Goblin Queen, and then trade in. And then suddenly we have quite a board that they have to clear at like turn 5. And this helps. This helps a lot actually. But thankfully for us, they kind of whiff slightly. So what happens is that both of our big followers survive. So they try to buff this up so that they have something to get in our way here. Here I decided to just play the fairy, just because like just because I wanted to build a board and like power up the fairy dragon, and I didn't mind using a Lionel. I could have also did something different there, like for example just using Intertwined Result or something like that. But I decided to just do this. In the end, they clear the whole board. But I really don't mind because I feel like their game plan isn't going as great as they anticipated. Playing out the Kokoro here, probably trying to draw all their good cards and going face. We pull another Twayan, which is really good. But yeah, here I just Evo the Goblin so that I can use the Lionel to clear the 4/5. Then Intertwined Resolve, because it can randomly destroy one follower. I just play this, just so we can draw, because we need more cards. Another Intertwined Resolve, pretty okay. Pretty okay, and you just trade. Here they play a Varmint Hunter without an Evo, so not extremely scary or anything. They play 11. 11 can't clear the 33. This can though, because they got lucky and hit the 33. They're pretty good with them. But they didn't decide to kill the fairy, which is kind of odd. Anyways, we pulled the Phantasmal. Very good. Look at this. Not only is it a large, like a large 3 damage removal that you can bounce and use again, it also like accelerates Twine so much. So you can see here, we played again. And you just go and you just play the instrument yourself. And this is like a 3-9 ward now. And the reason I'm playing like this is so that next turn if they don't remove these 1/1s and 1/2s, you can Twain, you can double Twain. It's pretty bugged. Here they play the 11. At this point I'm a bit scared, but the 11 doesn't deal damage. So it's not extremely scary. And here is their mistake. They let our board, which is small, admittedly, live. And even though they just saw 2 procs of like Fairy Dragon, they let it live. You should know that if you let 2 procs of a Fairy Dragon, then your enemy's Twain will be active. So yeah, this is kind of their mistake here, but at the same time, it highlights how some people usually, like, if they don't expect it, they do leave these 1/1s and 1/2s alone, and your Twain can act like an Actar and just give lethal. It's pretty cool. Alright, Biscuits here. So that was Evo Forest. Is it the best deck? I'm not sure. I think Ziggurd is doing really well with it, but that's just because he's specialized in Forestcraft, I think. I definitely think this is a deck with a lot of potential if you're like, especially if you have a lot of practice in it, but I don't know if it's top tier. I did have some difficulty with it. Like, the main difficulty of this deck is like finding like a direct like win con. Like, you need a board to stick, or you need to like chip them down and finish them off with a Wind Fairy or Deepwood Wolf or like Twain proc, and sometimes that is just hard, but sometimes it's also easy, and sometimes they underestimate your 1/1s. So yeah, final verdict, like always, fun deck. This reminds me of Evo Portal. I still like that deck better because it has OTK potential, but I do like this kind of decks that utilize Eternals. They do feel kind of more unique than the other decks. I'm not sure. But yeah, either way, I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope you like this deck. My only my only thing I would say is like the only reason I didn't run the 3rd Instant Resolve was because I don't have one. I thought Fluffy Angel would be a good anti-aggro tech. So if you want like a super consistent list, maybe don't add Fluffy Angel and just run a 3rd Intertwine instead. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, give me a sub. And don't forget to check me out on Twitch and on Twitter. Anyways, like always, have a great day.